Let's start writing the code, and let me start adding the div with unordered list elements li and anchor href equal to hash. So hash is I'm giving for a default link, and then I'm adding a text for the side now dashboard. Let's save it, and we'll see the output in the right side of this browser. And here we could see the dashboard as a output, and let's add more elements. Dashboard, and we'll see the view. So here we are seeing the view. Let's add logo with the h1 element logo. So we see the basic h1 logo, and with the nav links, dashboard, teams, projects, calendar, documents, and the reports. Let's style the this side nav using the app.css file. So basically we are having there is some space we are showing here, like a logo on the top space, and for the logo below there is some border space, and here we are seeing the some left space, and by default li elements will have the bullets. Here we are seeing those. So let's see how we are going to reset by default browser default margin and padding and these list values. So for that we can use the global selector star. Then we just need to remove the everything margin 0. So it got reduced. So by default browser margins got removed. Let's remove the padding as well. Padding and then border 0. So basically when we're doing like we'll use like margin 0, padding 0, and then border 0 to display the to remove the by default browser CSS. And then let's remove the there is underline we are seeing for the anchor links, right? Let's remove the by default underline using the text decoration none. Let's save it, and immediately we see there. Then now we will start writing the CSS for side navigation bar. So this was the parent div. Let's add a class name here, class equal sidebar. Let's copy this sidebar class name and paste in the CSS file to apply the CSS. First let's apply the background color for sidebar. Background color I'm using to use blue. So here it got applied blue, and then let's apply some width to the background, 280 pixel. So let's add 280 pixel to width, and the background should cover like this is side navigation bar, right? It should be like a fixed one, and it should cover the from the top to bottom and given width. So for that we are going to use it should fix it, right? We'll use the position fix for this, and let's add the properties top 0, and let's add the property left 0. So here we have added the position property fix, and then top 0 left 0, and then to occupy the available height we should add the bottom 0, so that the div will occupy the entire available space, I mean available height of the viewport. So we have done the sidebar part. Let's add the some color to the logo. So let's add a class name here. Let's add a sidebar dash logo. Let's copy the class name. Let's copy in paste in the CSS. So here we just apply the for logo. Here we just apply the color as white. So the color got applied. Let's add the some space for the sidebar, right? So the text is starting from here and it is starting from there. Let's add the padding around for this sidebar. Let's add padding here. Padding 20 pixel. So the text got started from here based on the here given the padding, right? It's applied the in the 4 edges of this sidebar. Let's reset the here we are seeing by default bullets, right? Let's reset the bullets as well using the global selector li list style none. So the bullets got removed. Let's add some space for the logo and this dashboard links. I'm going to apply a margin. I'm giving like margin top of bottom and 10 pixel and left and right 0. So the space got applied here. Let's add the CSS to the side nav links. Let's add a class name for the side nav, sidebar dash links. Let's copy the sidebar class, sidebar links, and just apply a class name the text is not visible, right? By default, anchor element text will be by default, link will be blue. So here we have applied the background as blue, right? So that the text is not visible. Let's change the background color. I mean, sorry, text color, li space a. So let's add color white. So here we see the background color, text color as white. Let's add some space in between these links. So here I'm going to use the padding, and top and bottom I'm going to use 10 pixel, and left and right 10 pixel. And if you add the padding, it is not applied directly to this anchor elements, right? Because of so once if you're trying to add the any padding or margin to the inline elements, kind of like a anchor or span, those are the inline elements. The padding will not immediately affect in the view. To apply this padding to the specific inline elements, we need to change the flow to convert inline elements to the block level elements using the display block. By saving this, immediately you can see the changes here. Let's reduce the some padding. Uh, Top bottom it is 10, right? Let's add 8. Okay, 8 pixel. Let's add some background color while mouse moving. Let's add the background color. So for that we can use the anchor colon HR, and background color will be, let's add the background color. I'm just using the blue violet. Let's change the background color blue violet to the light blue. Let's save it. Let's change the background color here as well. Let's start adding the icons for each navigation links. For that we are going to use Bootstrap icons. Let's search in the Google icons.getbootstrap.com. So here you see the link icons.getbootstrap.com. Let's go here. Let's click on this install. Then here we see the two ways we can import the icons into our HTML application. One is like by adding the link, and then directly we can import it in the our CSS file. We are going to use adding the link into the our HTML document. Let's add the link in the inside of this head section. I just copied and pasted in the HTML document. So let's start adding the icon for dashboard. Let's try to find an icon using the here you can see find like any number of icons. Those are all free. So here we can just find like for the dashboard we can use home icon. So here we see the house icon, right? Just click on this house, and here we find the usage of the font for the house. Let's add in the inside of the dashboard link. Let's add it and save. So immediately you can see the here the icon got added in before the dashboard. Let's add the other icons for the other links. Let's copy this one. Let's paste it. So everywhere it got applied house icon. So you can just change the whichever the icon we want. So I'm going to use for teams people icon, for projects folder 2. The shortest way, like here we just to find the icon with the folder 2. So the everything will be same, bi and bi dash this is same. Again we are going to make change only the this last word of this icon. Folder 2 I have applied here. Let's change the other thing. Folder 2 I have applied, right? Let's change it to open. Sorry, dash open. Here is right a different folder same. Okay, the same way we can apply the calendar and graph dash up dash arrow. So here we can use file. Okay, so we have uploaded the icons to the navigation bar. Let's add the settings link that should stay in the bottom of this side nav bar. Let's add that. So for that, we are going to use the same UL and then li. So let's copy this. Let's save and let's change this set. Let's change this text to the settings and add the icon gear icon. So here we have added the vi gear. We have added the settings icon, settings, and then along with the text. Let's add the it should stay in the bottom of the side nav bar, right? For that, we'll create a class name, sidebar setting link. Let's copy the class name and let's add same CSS to for this one. Li space a. Here we see the settings and it should stick with the bottom right. Let's add some position absolute and add bottom 0 and let's add it should there is some space we need to give from the bottom. You see, right? The here we are having the logo and then navigation links and the settings link here. So here we can add the logout link as well based on the requirement. So basic side navigation bar we have covered. Let's add the fonts are looking not good, right? So let's add the open source fonts to make it look better. For that, we are going to use the Google fonts. Let's search in the Google fonts. And just click on the Google fonts this link. And here we are going to use the Roboto. Just click on the Roboto and click on this get font. And we are going to use the embed code. For that, just click on this embed code. And we are going to use the link code base. For that, just click on this copy code. The scriptlet will be copied and then just go to the editor and just paste in the inside of the head section. So we have copied the everything which we seen in the Google Fonts CDN. So we have copied it and we just called the fonts and then the view still is same. The fonts are not changed. So to make it change, let's add the common font base. I'm going to use the font family Roboto and then font weight 400 for the entire application. Enter the sidebar. For that, let's add to apply the common font for the entire side nav bar. For that, we can use simply a body tag and then let's paste the Roboto which we copied from the Google. Let's save it and see. Immediately you can see the fonts got affected and we are able to. It's looking good, right? So we have covered the basic structure of the side nav along with the by adding third-party fonts and then icons as well. So basically, the side nav any one of the links should be active, right? For that, we just want to show an active link. For that, I'm going to show it's like a dashboard as the active link. For that, I'm creating a class name active for the li element. Let's copy the active class name and here we are having the hr, right? So let's add the dot active space a. So it got applied the active element. So the background it's not look good, right? So let's change the background color. So let's add with the hexadecimal code 4F46E5. Let's save it. For the active link, let's add change the background color to. Let's add hash code hash 4338CA. So it is looking nice right now. So let's add some space in between logo and this sidebar. links. So let's add some padding for the sidebar. So I'm adding padding top 30 pixel, and then let's add some space in between this icon and this text. For that we can use like anchor, and then we need a common class name to apply the in between space, right? Here we can utilize the icon class name bi, which is inside the anchor element, right? Dot bi. So let's add padding for the left and right. So top and bottom is 0, left and right I'm just giving 5 pixel. So it is looking nice, right? Let's add the font size little bigger for the icon alone, and let's add the some border radius for the fetch over and active menu. So the navigation looking good now, and we have completed this sidebar navigation with the pure CSS and in the simple way. Thank you for watching.